Hello there. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a little bit more KOTOR. This time, unfortunately, without Basa or Max. I have to quickly check something before we start. And there we go. Thanks for the subscription, by the way, Baz. I appreciate it. 1819. I ain't here to help Nitro. No one's here to help me this time. I think we finished everything here, though. Because I think we just gave the pearl to him. Sun people. No, we can take the Gaffy over to that guy still. We can't do that yet. Yeah, the escape gives us for now. Missions Brothers. To find some stuff for him? Oh yeah, the attack glands. Canderous. We need to talk to these people. Probably again in the stowaway. Could go back to Tatooine if we want. Wait, learned what? I do not know what you are talking about. How to play an RPG. I don't play an RPG. I never play RPGs, you should know that. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay. Brelix, by the way, for the A Link to the Past, tomorrow is a bit of a weird day. I'll be busy the rest of the day from about 1 CET, including the evening. So I'm not entirely sure what would work best. Yeah, Friday would work perfectly for me. I have like from 2 I'm free on Friday.
I see that, but
Here it is.
That is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this.
Oh, make it 2:30. Sorry. I have a meeting at 2 which will last for like 15 to 20 minutes. So make it like 2:33 and that'll be perfect for me. I'll be free the rest of the day.
And I wouldn't want you to leave without... Circa may be a corrupt organization, but that does not justify us...
We didn't even lose. We didn't even lose light side points there. That's great.
Greetings again from the off... You have fulfilled your end of the bargain. I will, of course, continue to give you bounties on regular Gaffy sticks.
Okay.
Very well.
Anything else?
Out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace?
Oh, that's pretty ordinary, I would say.
Zerga Corporation is not offering any comment on
Any participants? I think we're basically done here. I'm gonna talk to everyone, but I think besides my crew, there's no one. Yeah, so what do you want to do, Prolix? Do you want to just... Because I can sit in chat and help you, or I can... No, I know one more thing to do. Or I can... I can be in voice chat with you. And if you want, we could... Played it when I was super young. Are you gonna do a randomizer or a normal game? I think a randomizer, right? Voice over, right. If you want, I can keep track of locations as well. Or you could do a map tracker yourself. Want me to make a seed for you as well? If you want, I can do that tomorrow, or could do both, I guess. Well, if you keep a map tracker for yourself, no, I'll take the loss. If you I would say use a map tracker for yourself just so you get an idea of where to go, but I'll probably be able to tell you where to go anyway. So it shouldn't be needed that much, but it can give you a good overview of where locations are. Could you stop? Are you sure you want to rely? Hey, I have a pretty decent time in Link to the Past. I think my fastest time was like 2.5 hours. Like 2:15, I think. I never. Well, that's what he has the map tracker for, you know. Okay. Well, we won this set at least. And he wasted a card, so we should be able to win this. Well, if the AI cheats too hard, and I didn't make a save beforehand. Come on, don't you dare! Don't you goddamn nice. For a second there, I thought the game crashed. It's like, no, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to win. But yeah, I'll make you a seed as well.
Statement.
No, oh god. Okay, wait, what's quick save and quick load again? F5 was quick save, right? Yeah, save.
Statement. Statement.
Ah!
Cannot be of
I was wondering if you would just say, I'll kill the meat bag for you. What a shame.
How can I help? I am confident that you can... How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well.
Yeah, I'll make you a seed. I'll do a normal one, fairly simple. There's a lot less customizability than there is in a Zooter, so we'll do a fairly simple one. Oh, the only question is, do you want to do a sword at the start or not? You do get a weapon with the setting. I'll probably give you closed, so you start out doing the escape, which will give you a weapon, but it might not be a sword. Yeah, then I'll give you a sword at the start. I think that's probably the best idea.
Relationships with family members are
You play without sword? Yeah. Yeah, so in this setting you get a weapon. It could be a bow, it could be a magic weapon, or it could be bombs. You have played before, okay. Now if you don't know nothing about the rando, it's fine, because you're usually, because there's 4 swords, you usually get one fairly quick, and there's a chance you're gonna need a level 2 sword anyway to progress. Even love can lead to folly.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be
Love leading to uncontrolled outbursts?
It can be
Impossible.
I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind.
You never went back?
My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left.
You just mentioned that you were only a little girl.
The way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next.
Exactly, Anakin would bank.
Away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed.
What?
As I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Exactly why the Jedi failed.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Where was she raised again? I think I'm gonna go back to Tatooine because I think the stowaway problem is to be solved there. And but first I'll talk with everyone again. As always.
No problem. Anything?
Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
It's not much. Anything else? Yeah, this is very important. I mean, you gotta make sure that your Pazak skills stay honed throughout the universe. I mean, you can't just show up at a location and not have played Pazak in the last 5 minutes. They'll think you a fool. Thankfully, I'm always prepared. 18, eh? Not doing so hot. Come on. Since she hasn't won any sets yet, I think I'll wait. Yeah, exactly. That's all right. Duh. Cheater. God, this couldn't possibly be a consequence of my own mistakes. But we are rewarded. God, we both get a goddamn 20. What a game. Yeah, so I think I go to Tatooine first, but then I don't know. I think we can find the tech lens on Kashyyyk. Oh. But I don't recall exactly.
Yeah, what do you... Here's a speed boot. There anything? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type.
God, those glasses look so stupid on him.
I've seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells. And the pirates were using...
What? Frozen methane gas shells?
I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond.
Picosecond? Not so sure about that.
But that was a mistake. The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas.
But then it's not a gas anymore.
Something inactive in the core.
It's just frozen.
The blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying.
I do, Brelix.
Thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more for now. I don't think there's anything we can do. I think didn't we get some different lightsaber crystals. We have Bondar. Attack bonus 3. Damage bonus, massive criticals. And what's the other one we had? Attack +1, damage +1. So, what's the difference here? Like, is it better? I'm not entirely sure how these numbers relate to each other. How they compare, I mean. So we do energy damage. I think this one is good for sure. We can only do a color crystal in here, yeah. We have violet. I mean, yeah, we gotta go purple. Damage energy 5 to 19. So now it's 5 to 19. 6 to 20. 5 to 19. Attack modifier +3. So that's always a +3. So that one's better for sure. And the Opila one, yeah. So these probably are the best combined. Thank you. And you have Sigil and Rubat, which are perfectly fine. 3 to 26, a bigger range. Sure. Oh, you're nothing right now. I think I'll give you the Bondar one. Anything you want to upgrade here? Oh. Missions Vibro Blade. Anything here? Repeating blasters, all the upgrades. Garth Blaster, I don't think it's worth it. And armor. It's already fully equipped. And none of the other stuff is actually equipped at all. Hey there, Franconi, it's going alright. Yeah, the Gissa, I'm not sure how to actually solve those, but we'll see. Oh, actually, I forgot. There's one more we can upgrade. Although I guess I don't really need to unless I bring her out. Just need to remember if I bring her out at all. I should, Thank you.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Damn straight, I do look divine.
that was some misguided attempt at humor. I was using poetical license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Don't do politics, kids. You can't really blame them, wow. I mean, it was good that you were oppressed, you know? You're not human.
Or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
It's alright, don't worry, you can be. I guess that's like the dark side answer.
The very fact I mentioned
means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I.
Yeah,
More of this now.
this game has very much the kick puppies kind of evil. It's stupid.
Perhaps later we will talk again.
But, well, that's why I'm doing Jedi here, and I'll do the less comically evil stuff in the next game.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably.
Is it really less comical? I heard it was. I don't know. I've never seen or played the second game. I need to move the chat. I'll do it after this conversation.
Useless. I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
No, I won't. Jeez.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
It's like either, fuck you, you're a pile of garbage, or yes, thank you for your apology.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of...
Wait, I would stop at this. Oh well. I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force.
I couldn't say, are you sure about that?
How you might misuse it.
I make you tremble that you get all tingly inside too.
What? No, of course not.
This is so
In
stupid.
many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy.
I've heard this before.
Untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very slowly, but I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the
Resist all the temptations while you're hardcore flirting with her.
only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. I will
Jesus Christ, Shadow.
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only
God.
lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You ch-
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Well, like, your wife has to almost die, your mother has to die, arm getting cut off is a bonus, but not per se required.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
You can't ever start too early, Max. I am Nitro Skywalker.
I don't know.
As you know.
The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must. How can I help? Then I suggest we move.
Okay, let me make a quick save. Alt tab, make. Oop, wrong one. What is the Discord notification? Stop blinking, will ya? Thank you. Should have closed Teams and the other stuff, but we'll survive. Let's see. That was everyone. Well, except the robot. We'll see if he can make me something. Beep beep. Let's go back to Tatooine. Tatooine. There we go. Tatooine, potato, potato. It does. It is on streamer mode, but it still was blinking for some reason. I have all notifications turned off anyway. I never get desktop notifications or anything else. Oh, this again. Sure.
Incoming fighters.
Oh look, it's an actual good Starfighter game, and like, okay, Star Wars Squadron wasn't that bad, but come on. God, there's so little mouse acceleration here. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, it's like the second time it's already happened. It's the third time. I think there was one forced one. With keyboard. Oh, huh. I'll try that next time. I think there's actually a simulator you can get into. Well, we can always try it. There's no harm in doing that. Did they just T-pose there for a second? Gotta go with HK.
How can I help? Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
Brought together for our mission to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual?
mutual attraction. I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... I mean, whatever your feelings, you have to try to...
It's so bad.
Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly. I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak.
It's not like I like you.
This was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed to...
Yes, the Council will never make any mistakes.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit, I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my...
Those kinds of feelings lead to the dark side, young Padawan.
Complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn. Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time? You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad. I don't know if
So corny.
that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
That is, well, one, Shadow, is because the dialogue options are absolutely awful. The other one is because it annoys literally everyone. It's great. Yeah, Juhani as well. I think someone else mentioned that. Infiltrator gloves. I think Caloristance utility belts. I think this is the one that I think this is the one that Strudo mentioned. I could use to get more repair up to actually do repair HK. So I think we need to buy this if we actually want to boost his stuff. Oh, Bazak cards. I think I'm going to get the belt. Oh, Mukashikapaka. Let's see. Inventory. Immunity Mao, that's one. When do we get that one? So I can try this one, but I think I needed the belt, and it was, I think, the helmet and maybe the hands as well before I could do a repair. I think you can do almost everything without having a single point in repair.
Statement. Affirmative, if you request. Statement. As you wish, Master.
So did we succeed or not?
Close the last panel. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. Statement.
I'll try once more, but I think...
Oh, you've shorted out something, Master. But it has nothing to do with my memory. Ow! I am poking my own eye sockets. Ow! Stop! Supplication. No. What are you doing, Master? That is my motor core. Stop! Ah! Supplication.
Oh, these are great.
Statement. No. What are you doing, Master? That is my motor core. Stop! Ah! Statement. But I need those circuits, Master. Please, Master, do not destroy my chips out of frustration. Calm yourself. I implore you. Supplicate. Statement. Now close the last panel. I am a supplication.
Could do this all day. Anyway, we'll do it later. I think I'll need to see if I can find the other stuff to improve repair. Oh, you're grabbing your gun. Was there another shop here? I don't remember. Humans. Sasha. Oh. We did it?
Mucho shakapaka.
Mukashakapaka.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu. Dong abuk shami nonok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kunbikin.
Sure. I have a feeling we may have just sent her off to a life of slavery, but sure. Nice animation there. Also, that his head was the last to disappear.
How can I help? I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
What was that? I think I'm going deaf. You better say it again.
Very well what I said. Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising. No, I'm not. Why must you make this so difficult for me? Can't you just accept a simple compliment?
These are all kind of awful.
I see. Is there nothing I can do to make it up to you? I would rather we were friends.
How close a friend would you like to be?
You know I can't feel that way about you. About any man. It isn't permitted. I'm a Jedi. I must resist these temptations. But I still want to consider you a friend. We could never be anything more, though. That isn't allowed. I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, it was not nearly so difficult.
Don't worry, I know this Jedi like 4,000 years in the future. He got a wife. Totally went okay. Nothing went wrong.
We continue on with our mission.
Good day to you. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you at the moment. I apologize.
I mean, she is pretty... But as interesting as a wet paper napkin, but she's a wet paper napkin with a lightsaber. Oh yeah, the Great Hunt. Yeah, I remember this. The beasts. Yeah. Yeah, we did all of this. Yeah. The killing Tarentek, you know. Yeah, we're gonna find those three, the dead ones. Yeah. We already found all those crystals.
What
You
is
can't just speak of the future. Of course I can. I just did it. Please, Max, please keep up. Nothing very useful here, but very few feats, that's for sure. God damn it, Baz. The dead speak. Force jump. Huh. Oh, that's like the distance away. Yeah, that one. And you're the night sense. Ooh, that's really nice. Blaster defense bolts. Well, we'll go for the attack bonus first. Hey there, barcode. Aren't they lovely? Yeah, we'll give you heal as well. Affliction. I need to make sure to actually grab the destroyed droid as well for myself fairly soon. Get another feat. What else here? You are Leia. You are light side. Sundroid. I don't think it's very useful to give her that, since I think we'll take it ourselves. Sure. Like beer. Like wrong beer. What? What are you okay, barcode? Like light beer. Oh, yeah, but why would you want to drink light beer? Light beer is awful. Yeah, like beer. It's like the... Made it exactly. There we go.
Yes?
It eats you up and then destroys your shield? Wasn't there a shop here as well? Yeah, I remember where there was a shop. Was outside here. I'm gonna see if I can speak to the council as well. I'm not scheduled to have a stroke today. Good to hear that, at least. Man. Let's see. Ooh, Cassius Fett's battle armor. Are you upgradable? Yes. We should take... I think my current one is actually 10 as well, so... No, it's 9, but the max dex, but it's strength +1. Yeah, it's way better. Way better. Imagine buying... Well, I haven't bought much. So don't worry about it, Max. I'm unhappy with knowing I become a more precise typist after I start drinking. What a guy. Did we talk to John already?
Exacting my revenge on those Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure some of the equipment, I think Cyril mentioned you could only buy, but it is what it is.
Yes?
How far are we actually away from leveling up? It's only like 5k. Not too. Was there a guy's shop here or no? You don't get more intelligible when drunk. I'm always unintelligible, so it doesn't matter for me at least.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come? As chronicler of the... You should ponder the history. Your confidence is admirable. Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard.
Baz wouldn't know, he doesn't drink.
Within you. Think hard upon this lesson. May the Force be with you.
Thank you.
I have heard that the Sandrals and Matalis have agreed to cooperation in the construction of a new estate to house their children.
Yes, Baz.
Apparently, a son of one family and the daughter of the other are getting...
I know you were.
I also hear that we have you to thank for this happy occurrence. I am glad that you are using the authority our order wields to achieve some measure of good.
Not even a reward? Where's my money?
You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force
I
be with
always
you
talk
as you
nonsense.
continue your training.
By the way, Shadow, how happy are you knowing that this time next year I'll be playing with my brand new Bionicle sets, while you'll be weeping over your non-existent space set? I'm glad you feel so happy about it, Shadow.
Master Jar tells me you have successfully completed the test, and I even see you have constructed your own
I
lightsaber.
think it won't win either. Castle will win.
But never forget that you still have much to learn. As your power grows, you will constantly face temptation.
I think space stands a chance,
This is the eternal struggle.
but I haven't looked at the numbers yet. If you can combine all the space votes and all the castle votes, but it won't matter because Bionicle's gonna win, and I'll be playing at them. Blue bricks? The hell are blue bricks? Yeah, I know Castle had a ton of options, but so did Space. You're correct there, but I think they German Lego, between quotation mark, producers. Yeah, but I think they also they're making a distinction between fantasy castle and not, so I'm not sure where to go now. Manan, Kasheeeeek, Korriban. I would like to say Yavin, because I think we can actually trade with that guy as well. The old Galactica. I mean, I don't really care about Galactica. Do you want the last party member? I guess, because it'll probably unlock more options later on. Oh, this again. Oh.
Incoming fighters.
You were right about mouse buttons, by the way. It does turn faster. Where was that one? There we go. They're on Kashyyyk. Well, I don't think we can do much here, so I'll probably go to Kashyyyk fairly soon. Yeah, it's so annoying. Yeah, we know it's we blast off into hyperspace. Love the whole go from planet to planet thing. I ate it up, and this game managed to make me hate it. Yeah, like the constant back and forth is very annoying. Boop-a-chip-beep. There aren't even that many. Oh yeah, the dual. I want to add that one because you get the dual wield one. I think we might be able to get 2 feats. Nope. But we can give it dual weapons now at least. God, this is gonna be so stupid. Here you go, 2 heavy blaster things.
Yes?
God bless Jet Set Radio Future being the only game on Xbox that didn't ship with. Of course, why would Jet Set Radio have that? Let's see. So you have Dex and Strength +1. Defense, Stealth, Dexterity. That sounds fairly useful for that. I really would like this, but I have no implants. Droid Shield. Best some poor Japanese guy to fight tooth. Yeah, of course. I wonder how useful these are, because they'll give you a bunch of decks. Let's play Pazak. Because I think the Blaster Bolt Deflection might be fairly useful, especially once I get the other feats. In theory, we're never going to get hit by Blaster Fire again, basically. At least we're playing for actual good amounts here. 14. He's going to stand, isn't he? Oh, but the play... This should be fine. 4 + 2 = 6. It's large theory. 5. It's a 50-50. Yeah, let's go do it. Ah. Lost the coin flip. What a shame. Oh, really? Really? Do I want to give it to him? Yeah, let's keep the cards. We gotta believe in the heart of the cards. Oh, okay, come on. Don't you goddamn dare. He actually got his entire deck full. Wow. Now that, kids, is how you win at Pazak. Want to see me do it again? Why else would you play KOTOR? If you're not going to play card games all day. A little over 50-50. Ah. No. What combat skills? Ah. Oh, I should have. Damn it! No, I should have done enter. Maybe I would have drawn a 3. That's my mistake. Oh well, c'est la vie. Don't you goddamn dare! I'll have the card advantage. Eh, there's Strudel. Come on, not again. I have to do it, otherwise he wins. Oh, come on. I mean, the thing is, Strudel, is that I had only a +3, so I would have had to draw a 1 or a 2, which wasn't a particular high chance. For a man forced to drink milk all day, you really like chocolate milk way too much, don't you? Nah. I'll take the L. Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. God fucking damn it, man. What a game. 19, eh? Gotta believe in the heart of the cards. It would be pretty funny, just shoot them and take all their money. It's the heart of the cards, a Great Pearl Dragon. Great Dragon Pearl. We gave that away. I'm not sure if that was the right idea, but... well... we did it anyway. Because I'm an idiot. I think I could use that as a modifier inside my weapon. Nah. That's what I thought. Well, you weren't around to tell me. So I can't be blamed. I was just doing the good thing. Sort of, I'm proving I'm a true warrior. Well, that's actually true, but I didn't know it was just going to be lore. Oh, come on! Oh, Nitro, you make such a wrong mistake that no one while doing it told you it was a bad idea. You know, I'm blaming all you people. What was even the benefit that it gave? I don't remember. I don't think it would have mattered that much in the long term. Just gotta make sure that Con is your dump stat, and then it'll all be okay. Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. And then curse them when the opponent draws all the right crap. Hey, look, I'm taking no blame here. It was all Baz and Max. Literally every good thing that I do is my own fault, and every bad thing that happens is Baz and Max's fault. And that's just the way it works. +2 damage, +3 attack. It's good, but it is what it is. Ooh. I mean, that's very nice, but we'll be fine. And otherwise, I'll just memory, change the save game to get it again, right? That's how that works. If you get the secret lightsaber crystals, it's +3 attack, +1 to 8 damage. Wait, what do you mean with the secret lightsaber crystals? Is that you mean with the... there probably is a save editor, yeah. Do you mean that's what the crystal becomes? I'll stand... Sorry, end turn, I mean, yeah. Could you not have, like, been a little bit better? Yeah, end turn. There's 2 secret lightsaber crystals that boost... Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind modifying it, because that does sound pretty good. If I had known beforehand, if someone told me it was just lore, I would have just reloaded the save, but it is what it is. If I find the crystals, maybe I'll do it. Oh, come on. Maybe I'll do it. Wait, Pazak gets even better in KOTOR 2? Oh, yes. Oh, come on. Striking away cards. Why? Even though yeah, I know, Max. I have like what +1 damage, +1 attack, and +3 damage, I think. Right now as modifiers. Oh, and I got a purple saber as well. Instead of the red one, I switched away. I'm sorry. Purple is just too good. I cannot let that one slide. I probably should have just stood there. And now it's just pure chance who's gonna win or not. Probably gonna lose it. Come on. Don't do this to me. Why? Okay. Pure skill. Pure skill. How long does this guy go on for? We can bleed him dry. Wow. He gets the double 10. 8 or 9. Well, we already have a few. I think we did a few last time as well. +5. I always think I wish I had more money. Not that I need it, I just like seeing the number go up. Oh, come on. We all know greed is good. Nothing bad has ever come from greed. We can win this already, but I want to believe in the heart of the cards. I have like 20k or so at the moment. That was a mistake. I'm gonna stand at 18. Bah. Yeah, I know it's each. I know it is. I mean, I've already seen items with like 15k for like plus 10 armor. Come on. Yeah, I don't have the feats yet for the implants. We should probably get going on that. Okay, let's... No, we have to. Oh, it's the draw. Oh, it's going all right. That's going all right. Yes, yes. Oh, he stands. Oh, no. Oh. Tie that set. No! No! Damn it. Don't remember being Xbox Live patch added more? Well, maybe the computer version is slightly different. I think there are... I mean, it could be that we're playing on a patch, because we're playing the computer version, of course. 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, wow, he didn't even do that? So he doesn't have any plus or minus ones. That's really nice. Could you... He's gonna get a 4. How could I have known that? How? You have to come back to the station before going to the final boss to get the good stuff. No one usually does. Remind me before I do, because I would like to see some of it, even if I might not be able to buy it. Unless I grind a ton of money, probably. Gonna get a 2. Yeah. At least it's a card for a card, but I am behind 2, which is not so good. Ah. I did sell my racing bonds. I didn't get 20k. I got like 20k, not 80. What do you mean there are more racing bonds? Because I sold them all here because I did actually explicitly ask what the best place was to sell my bonds, and this one was mentioned. I sold like 130 bonds, I think. I mean, you could see it even here. 120 race bonds. But I guess we might be able to get more race bonds later. Do I want to equal this? No, let him have it. They weren't worth 60, they were worth like 150 or so. It's like 100, yeah, something like that. I know I sold all of them here. Get your 7. Get your 3. Huh. They stuck in more than enough minigames in this game. Yeah, it needs more. I need more Pazak. Why can't every single NPC play Pazak with me? That's exactly what The Witcher 3 needed as well. More Gwent. It didn't have enough of it. I hope The Witcher 4 is literally just more Gwent. Just all Gwent. Good, he wasted a card. God. It's just, no, it's called Gwent the Game. It's called... I played that a bit, it was alright. Someday I'll play The Witcher 3, but I'm not gonna start another RPG. It's not a good idea. I'm gonna play KOTOR 2 first. So 28, yeah. Got the card advantage, but well, the thing is, Shadow, the only RPG I've ever not finished was Fallout 3. I'd still like to actually get back to that someday, but it's just... Right now I have... Nep doesn't count. I refuse to see that as a game that counts. It's barely even a game. It's a piece of garbage. Very diplomatic. Fallout 3 and RPG. Well, it technically is. 17. Jeez. I don't know. I can't really afford to lose another set. It'll put me too much on the back end. Yeah, but Fallout 3 is the only one. However, I think I might just ignore that and actually play, because I really like New Vegas, and the Frontier mod is going to release. Well, it already has released technically, but they're just busy removing all the really, really, really weird shit. Which, if I would have played it or come across it originally, I would have laughed a lot. Why not? Yeah, the New Vegas mod, because I like New Vegas, and it's a piece of garbage, from what I've heard. Like, it's really, really bad. Why not? Yeah, the Frontier. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was not paying attention, but I'll take this anyway. Ha! Loser. Well, we got a win out of it anyway. For the people who don't know, one of the makers of the mod, I think, turned out to be was it pedo or something? I don't remember exactly, but they wanted to remove all his content, and turns out there was some really, really bad content in there, like turning a girl into a slave, sex with bugs, really weird fetishes, and weirdly sexual references as well. Oh, the only thing I came to do in the wasteland is drugs and sex. And it's like, you're barely 18. Or one of the girls that you like manipulate into putting on a slave collar, having like the only item in our inventory being happy 18th. Yeah, it's a game, all right. No, that's not all of it was. I think what I've heard is that the mod was a giant clusterfuck, and like I think I'll play it, but I might not complete it. Just play it for like one. I think you're right that he didn't wrote it, but it does like show a general level of quality. I think for one of the examples they mentioned was that the guy who wrote the NRC quest, because it might be. Well, because if it's good, although I don't think it'll be, Yeah, like the guy who wrote the NRC quest, like, was a pretty integral part of the mods, but he just refused to have any input. So I think it's a mess, but for some reason they didn't want to interfere. NCR, NRC, potato, potato. If it's good, I'll play it, but I highly doubt it will be. I just know I know about it for a while, and I thought, hey, this could be interesting. And then it released, and it was like, it's a pile of garbage. It's like, well, I could still try it. It's free. It's not like I don't own a New Vegas. Yeah, we'll keep the card. It's not free. Well, no, it costs you your sanity. Yeah. Well, allegedly I'm a NEET, so time is not an issue. Sanity I don't have, so I think I'll be fine there. Imagine playing modded games, right? Let me go back to my heavily modded Angel Bob's game someday. Well, no, once we're done with Dyson's Sphere program, which is sooner rather than later. Hey, C-Block's great. I'm having a ton of fun with it. Don't screw me over now, game. Oh, god damn it, you piece of shite. Just... Come on. Come on. Give me that 6. It's not a 6. Yeah, I have the card advantage. That's about it. Yes, we win. Didn't even need the card. Did you ever finish Academy? What do you mean Academy? You mean Jedi Academy? I never started it. Pazak. Fallout New Vegas really needed a roll dice sit at the table RPG. Would have been wonderful if... Wait, what? Oh, I see what you mean. Feed the Beast? No. Not yet. I will, but I haven't really played a lot of Minecraft. I remember playing it with my girlfriend a bit, but her save got corrupted. Jesus Crivens. Yeah, he means a tabletop RPG, but he just can't into words right now, Max. The alcohol had addled his brain. Or pen and paper, that would work as well. Don't you goddamn... better. No, I will... I mean, I think... I wasn't streaming Academy. I was streaming... Material Energy Cubed. Or, no, like, to the power of 5. I will continue that someday. It was pretty fun. And I actually did get to a point where I can explore new mini-worlds. I might just ditch Academy and start playing University, since I would like to stream that run anyway, because it was fun, and I'm not done yet. But I think with Academy, I'm at the point where... I was like, okay, to progress, I think I needed to do Wither farm grinding. And I needed to do like a whole bunch of magic stuff, and I think it was very finicky. I remember spending a lot of time trying to get some mega structures working, and it just wouldn't. It was just being a giant pain. And I had more issues with like the one of the magic mods there, just being a royal pain in the behind. We're gonna... Oh wow, it's a draw. Well, this one is. No, it wasn't Thumbcraft. It was the one with like the marble structures you can find around the worlds, and like the very Astral Sorcery. That's the one. I had some really frustrating moments with that. It worked in the end. It was like crafting some late mid game things that it just wouldn't work. It's like I got a lot of stuff working, and so far I've been able to get everything working, but it's like finicky as all hell. It's like, oh, you barely don't have enough. Like if you have, it has, oh, here's a bar that shows you how much moonlight you have, but it doesn't tell you if you actually did it, yes or no. And they're just like, well, the bar is working, the icon is appearing, but it's doing jack shit because fuck you. Most time either build higher or throw in pure crystals. Yeah. I mean, it works in the end, and it's just, I don't know. I think I was at the Wither farm. It also took, like, there's a lot of stuff. It's supposed to, like, let you learn things and teach you things, but it doesn't tell you a lot of things. Like, for example, like how to actually build a Wither farm, because not a lot of blocks are Wither resistant, and there are some in the mod. They're not very difficult to get, but it just doesn't, wow, it just doesn't tell you anything. And then again, I also had the quest system break on me multiple times. I spent like a few hours trying to fix that, a few sessions ago, because it would just stop tracking quests properly, and it like erased all of them. It was really weird. I had my inventory, but I lost the progress. Just really bad. Draws are okay, but he's getting way better ones. Jeez. Sounds like modded Minecraft, alright. Ugh. My pet hate for Minecraft mods was rare blocks need to be broken with something better than diamond and not mentioned anywhere. Well, thankfully, like, there were a bunch of quality of life mods that I've been using since a long time, I think. Like one that shows you what you need to break it. Yeah, tooltips, exactly. That show you, hey, you need this tool at this level to break it. I'm also fairly familiar with a lot of them, so that helps. Ugh. No, we're gonna call it here for this. So we're gonna load. So that's not the worst part. It's like it's just a lot of like what's the best way to approach now, because a lot of I still don't know why I can't actually do anything there.
Yes.
Is there even anything here besides this trade station? I don't think so. Gas giants. Wonder if I should build collectors on the equator. Duh. There's been a big jump in quality of mod packs. Then it was real. Better watch the video thing. Oh yeah. I mean the quest systems. No giant lizards. We mean in my. What do you mean with giant lizards? 2 volatiles. Oh god, red power, that's an age ago. Industrial craft as well. Okay, well, good to know. God, no, the good old days of like, yeah, Railcraft and Buildcraft, like the horizontal rails. I remember building all my my mines with that stuff. It's great. No, the good old days were, of course, resolving block ID conflicts yourself. You know, that was truly an exquisite experience to launch the game and keep here seeing, oh, there's a conflict between these bots, block IDs. God. A kasheeeeek, right? For the next companion travel. I don't think the game really wants us to go to Kasheeeeek. Oh, seems to still be working. Please, no more pew pew. Okay, good. More visions. If you're showing us like a movie and then this, why not just render that as a movie as well? What are you even talking about, Knuffle? 75% hazard gas giants? Oh, Star Sector. I see. I should play that someday. I do own it. If only you were evil.
Another vision. The force helping us retrace the steps of Malak.
It felt very applicable that our mouth was just hanging there open like drooling idiots. Kasheeeeek? Kasheeeeek.
To find the alien technology of a star map here. The Wookiees of Kasheeeeek make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence.
Wait, what? Wow.
The star map's location.
What a game. What a game. If only I would. I doubt I'm going to be doing an evil playthrough anytime soon. It's my opinion the game becomes so much more fun when you've got no hesitation to be an ultimate shitlord. Thank you, meatbags.
The Force should not be used for profit.
Last time we did that, we didn't get dark side points. I don't think we'll get this time either. Otherwise, I might need to stop doing that. Ha, see. Got him. This guy really doesn't like moving very fast, does he? Greater prey? Oh, living in the Shadowlands for some years. Maybe we should talk to this guy. I should talk to them into a native uprising where they all get killed. Probably a good idea. Oh yeah, we're... I have to leave.
Perhaps you should reconsider leaving Zalbar behind. This is, after all, his homeworld. We know very little of this planet. I also sense that Zarbar has much that is unresolved here.
Should we leave him?
To aid him in this respect.
I have a feeling it's probably the good thing to do.
Greetings to you. Some
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Martin is merely an indebted employee. So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli.
I'll grab the Wookiee.
The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. Ah, but you don't need to hear this. What can I get you? Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must...
Wait, that's not how that works.
I know. It's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters. You think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Martin. You honor your deals. A word is a bond in trade. Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Martin is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals.
Do we have to pay off his debts to do that?
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him. It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
An honest man and a good mechanic. Seems like you got a favorable trade, sir.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here. Of course.
Let's see what you carry. 7, we don't care. Oh wow. Defense 11, immune to crits, strength +1. Is this a good armor to buy? It does look like one. Oh, these are hyper, The Giska to create all other Giska in the area. Huh. Time +6 for 2 minutes. You sound useful to buy. I think I'll also get this one because it was like, what, immune to critical hits? I think I might have one of these, but they're 150, so. Threat Gauntlets, I think I have one of those. I know, right? Weird, Max. Because right now we have strength +2, yeah. Yeah, we already had one of those, so that's fine, though. Yeah, you were with strength gauntlets. It's why he has no money, wow. Ah, really? Well, I guess we're gonna go back and grab the Wookiee. Oh no, I'm playing the game in the way that I want to, mostly. How awful. That sounds look like another merchant. That is awful. Well, if you want me to play the game differently, pay me. Yeah, I'm having the wrong kind of fun, of course. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Brelix, you mean I should go back to more Pazak? I pay you in views. That's not how that works, but sure.
No problem. Got it.
Thank you. Unfortunately, views don't pay me that much. Now, subscriptions, those pay slightly more than nothing. I never say my views converted. No, that's true. You did not do that.
How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask if you're permitted. Don't even start with that. You're the one who asked. I wasn't even going to say anything. But now that you've brought it up, I see I shouldn't have waited as long as I have. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light.
Well, you know, I am swindling a lot of people out of their money, breaking open boxes and stealing crap.
Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion? That's a relief to hear. I've never found the Jedi path an easy one to walk. And it's good to know I'm not alone. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side. I suppose I do. Part of me thinks that it would be worth anything to vanquish evil, even if it meant giving in to my base emotions. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them? These are dangerous.
Only very subtle foreshadowing.
Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission.
I guess you could go in like full on like, no, don't worry about it. They're good feelings. Now try to bang her. I have been taking every single terrible flirt option that I could. It's great.
How can I help? Then I...
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Wait till she takes you to a private room on the Hawk. Oh, God.
The payoff from research is too much of a risk for Zerka to spend much money on it. Slaves are proven commodities.
That's kind of sad. Chosen by corporate ballot among stockholders. Why do you think I'm holding GME? Just to name some Wookiees. No comment, Shadow. Hmm. Let's see what else. Hmm. Anything interesting here? A Discord gun, huh? Nothing too interesting, it seems. Stock prices look like a display in the NMR. What have GameStop been smoking? GameStop been smoking nothing. It's the Redditors and, well, including me, what we've been smoking. I have no idea what's gonna happen. My losses aren't too great so far. I'll be fine. It's just a giant meme. Actually, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's carry on. Well, apparently there have been a lot of hedge fund losses.
Hold here, Spacer.
Strudel.
Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed. You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds. Not anymore. Look, you want to know why the Wookiees are acting compliant? You go ask them. When they rip your head off, we'll fish it out of the Shadowlands and give it a proper burial. How about that? I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot.
What a guy.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
I may have forgotten to level you up. Uncanny dodge. Anything else for you? Not that I can think of. Oh, you can use cybernetic implants? Really? Huh. Well, I could give you the tank one. I don't have any other one that's really useful. I could go for the demolitions one, actually, which is this one. No? There isn't a demolition. Sky Air demolition stealth, sure. That's a lot of strength you got there. Wait, you just get that? How did you just get this? Oh, scouts get this feat for free at level 8 level. I see. But why would you get master power attack? You're not a melee build. You never were. Scouts are pretty good. Yeah, I can see that. Con can actually be a dump stat on them. You took a lot of Jedi levels. Yeah, I see.
Sure.
Oh god, is this Dad's? Oh no, maybe. Oh, his brother is the leader now. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. 26 repair parts, sure. $240 experience? I'll take it. It's free.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
Just shooting in the background.
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot. Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection.
I like that fighting in the background. God.
Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough. Well, it is a bit costly. Look, why are you asking this?
So is this like we're gonna be either requesting money or we're gonna be fighting this?
What? You're a Zerka inspector, aren't you? Slimy little... I've heard about these shakedowns.
I do not approve of this game you're playing.
Give it up, man. If we don't pay this leech, we'll get a black mark on our records a sunspot couldn't burn off.
But if you say so, sir. I don't think we have enough. Here.
Yes, I'm sure it will be. If I see anything on our records, I'll have you fed to a Katan. In bite-sized chunks. If we...
We gain... What? How do we gain light side points for that? What? I'm gonna see what happens if I do it the other way around. What the hell? Yeah, search masters. Good grief.
This is... You think we'll... What do you... This... Careful. Just... to try this... Is that a joke? I think I should pull in some favors and get us moved off-world, then.
Are you all right, Captain?
Are you questioning my orders? You don't want to do that.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
And then we just got light side points, but not the experience? So what happens if we fight? Because then we are going to get the experience. Are we going to get the light side points then?
This isn't... You think...
What a weird encounter.
Careful now. Just shut up.
For controlling Zalbar, that sounds about right.
This... is that a joke? What? Blasters ready, men. This fool wants to die.
Oh, nice. We can kill them and get more light side points as well. It's great. That gave us way more experience. True Paladin, killing those golems is lawful good because they must be evil. Exactly. No, they're evil. Don't you know? Look, Brelix, clearly they were evil. Just as evil as that Wookiee they murdered.
What?
Did he just not disarm it? You know, evil people, exactly. It's just like Germans. If you see one, you're allowed to ask your bike back, and if he doesn't give it to you, you're allowed to, you know, take his money and his car. Yeah, let's quick save. Doo-doo. Did I upgrade his bowcaster? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, nice. It's money. Really? Just one? Impressive. We stunned a corpse. Come on. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Is that a Wookiee? Yeah, it is. We'll go here first, see what's around. Looks like a terminal. I should really wait. Nah, we'll be fine here. I'm not sure why I'm not doing the jump attack though.
Let's make this quick. You cannot win.
The exact... Oh, it's like line of sight, probably.
No problem. Didn't work.
I'll take it.
No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
I do actually have the key card. So... Did I just lose my card? What? We'll be fine without it. Dark Jedi. Oh boy. No, I guess we'll... Wait, I can't do the return to Evan Hawke here? Oh, come on. Hey, I didn't know that.
Yes?
Yes?
Just use a med pack. You could talk to them, huh? Guess there's an interaction first.
Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
No, it's about as I expected. Am I being force lightninged? This is not my first planet, no. Feeling we're not gonna win that encounter. Oh yeah, it is my first character build. It's the first time I've ever played this game. Thanks, Thanks, Max.
Let's make this quick.
Man playing game for the first time doesn't do it perfectly. Angers local Finn. I know, right? It's disgusting. Who needs con? Really? Con is only for the weak. I did do that as well, Max, but I just, you know, reading isn't very effective. You know, high int, low wisdom, or the other way around, I forget. It's a low int, low whiz kind of situation. You're not wrong there. No, all my stats are dump stats, Strudel.
You shall fall.
We're relatively close to a level up. Why am I not winning the game, damn it? Nice. Bit weird we lose the card though, but you know. Yeah, we have low health, which is a bit annoying, because I can heal, But I can't return to the Ebon Hawk as well. I think I'll just use med packs. And just... No, that was not what I wanted to do, but I want to wait a bit until my my mana recovers. I didn't know it was usable in only one place.
I'm here.
Yes?
Okay, let's save here, grab the melee shield. I'm not entirely sure it works against these.
Sure.
What is this ability?
What can I do? You shall.
What are you? Yeah, I think I have. I actually have one of those, I think. Oh, it was immunity mind control. Sorry, it was like immunity critical hits. It's force agony. I see. Was it you? Yeah, there we go. Mind amplifier belts.
Yes?
Yes?
Let's make this quick.
We almost got one. Stop healing. Why stop juggling me, will ya? Why are you not attacking him? That was really weird. Force Storm is great, you should get it too. Maybe. Hey, we got a bunch of crystals as well. Oh look, we can level up now. Nothing useful anymore. No, what? There was one that passively protected you against mind control, right? Oh, it's Force Whirlwind. Force resistance. Yeah, imagine helping me. What a strange thing that would be. I think I'll go for Stun Droid. I would like to get this one anyway. Here we go, Force Whirlwind. It's a universal power, so I could get it. Oh, 6 seconds. Huh. Hmm. It's like 1/3 of the attacking character's level. Huh. Hmm. These are all pretty good, but they require 2 force powers to become really nice. Bit of a difficult one. No, I think I'll go for Stun Droid.
Yes?
No one can convince me otherwise.
How can I help?
Ah, nice. We can do more very awkward flirting.
Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here. Not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I'm no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before, and you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together. I need time to think about all this.
This is so bad.
We should continue on with our mission for now.
Oh, well, I'm continuing in some mission, all right. It's so bad. But that's what we wanted all along. I'm not... Oh, I can't even take him. Oh. Huh. Clearly we should take the droid. Oh, you're forced to take him. Look, it literally says, unable to join the current party. I know it says one available slot. But I guess we're gonna be leaving him. I don't know. That sounds about right as well, Strudel. Yeah, he is his brother. That's what I thought. Kalos armor. I don't remember if I have that one already. I don't think so. I have seen it otherwise. Also, does it have plus strength? Because I think that's the reason why I'm still carrying the current one. Maybe I've read over it. Where did he get that sword from? Well, what's stopping you, Prelix? Oh, it's immunity mind affecting. That does sound pretty good. I wonder why he did. Ah, you don't need real life. Just hole yourself up in your room and play video games all day. Like a big hairy mutt.
Then I suppose we have little choice. We should proceed with caution, however.
What a lovely little guy. Don't think we should steal from this, but gonna do it anyway. Oh, there we go. There's no RNG in fight. Well, technically there is in how much you roll, but how many times did I have to do the Bendar fight? I think it was like twice, thrice. Well, you're almost dead. You're, there we go. Come on, HK, get a bit better. I probably should repair him, but I don't have the repair skill for that. Yeah. Do you actually get more force powers if you like level up later? You get Jedi levels instead of your starting class levels. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I know, Max. Wow, assuming I want to enslave him. So there is some dissent. Oh, so we could actually get put someone else on the throne. Mate, that would be really funny. Make him king of the meat bags. Well, it would be furry bags, but you know, potato, potato. Ah, the good old Star Wars transitions. Amazing. Is it a tall Ewok village? Is it a tall Ewok village, or a tall village that just happens to have, you know, some Ewoks in there? Let's see, what do we have? Oh, it's a tech clan. That's what we need. Of course I would ignore them. What else would I care about? So can I actually interact with you at all? You aren't worthy of this place. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, I was wondering why it's a bit weird here. It's like, hey, you need this tech land. Here's a tech. Just have fun not being able to interact with it. Zabrak Tistel Mark III? What? Three to 10, +2 physical, critical threats. It's a Jedi. I don't think he's gonna live. Never mind. But his lightsaber isn't red.
Damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underground. I'm Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit. Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things. We can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me. Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things. Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for
You know you can get unlost fairly easily.
behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions. What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods.
I see, Strudel.
I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being what I am compel me to entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light. Frankly, both extremes annoy me.
Goddamn centrists. There was wrong with the world.
But I do not sense the taint of the dark side.
Oh, he's a grey Jedi.
Despite what you claim.
Did it teach you nothing?
I see more gray than dark or light. Just a stubborn
Exactly.
old man, tired of the foolishness of
You going to bed, Baz?
Fine, just be brief. Yes, among the Wookiees.
Good night, Baz. I don't know why. Don't think about it. Good night, Baz. See you later.
Circa Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of our Droxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder?
Neither? That's the centrist way, right?
Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment. Circa Corporation was smart.
Oh yeah, we already talked about this.
Now, why would you be asking about that, hmm? Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
Hey, I'm gonna fix the Wookiee issue as well. Just give me a minute.
Interesting place. More so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here. But it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers. What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will
Maybe you
then
could...
remove certain
What?
barriers
Use
in
some
your path.
droids? Turns out the droid attack on them was just HK. Oh god. When you get to the map, learn the lore there. It's kind of... Alright, I will.
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place. Don't talk back to your elders, child. Look, they know me quite well, and are always on alert when I approach. The only way I could get rid of them would be violence, which would eventually lead to trouble for the Wookiees. I want them gone, but with as little fuss as possible. They've already...
Well, I have this handy little trick called Force Persuade. Maybe you should have learned it, old man.
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie. Good. Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
Goddamn boomers, man. Can I raid your home? No. What a shame. There's a much funnier... Oh, what is? We'll see if I can find it.
My primary motivators are in error. Damage terminal. Playback calls. Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matten to work the sensors.
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh good, it's Eli. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal.
Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matten to work the sensors.
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll...
Playback.
Some additional interior trauma.
Malfunction. Playback. 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 Shutting down.
Amazing. Could have died due to an exploding robot. Sort of, I don't need either. We'll work through this game on sheer luck alone. How else are you supposed to play video games? There's a lot of them, sire. We'll see how this goes.
Yes?
Not necessarily fun of the amount of health we have, but what's the worst that can happen, you know? Okay, there we go. What do you mean? We don't need to do that, Max. Sounds like nonsense to me.
I'm here.
Yes?
Yes?
Are you gonna stop missing? Thank you. Oh wow, all of them. Nice. Force immunity, paralysis, and master sense. Neat. Not bad. I think I'll improve Flurry. Oh no, this actually is probably going to be better. Need a few more levels for that one. Oh, I can have you give you Destroy Droid. Oh, we can get you Force Whirlwinds. Ooh, yes. Battle Droid Logic. Self-repair, self-upgraded sector reunion, plus to defense is always active. Okay. I see. Not much we need here. I guess I could give it you, but I also could give it the best upgrade here, but...
Sure.
I like how he said he lived under a log when literally everything here is under a log. That's a dead Wookiee. Poor Wookiee. Slaver bowcaster bolt casing? Could be identified by a knowledgeable Wookiee. Oh, we got the droid head. I should actually sell those head plates. So the number of Wookiees and was intended to do so again. Yeah, you're right. I was just wondering. I was surprised it actually was an item, but it makes sense. Oh no, we're flashed. Please don't explode this one up though.
Yes?
You... Oh. I forgot it actually doesn't... It stops doing it if you click away. Okay, there we go.
What?
Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Who are you, another civil merchant like that KOTOR slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead. The crazy old fool's still alive. I suppose he's still upset that we don't all live in little homemade shacks like he chooses. I've got a job to do here, and there's nothing you or that old coot can do about it. If you made it this far, you know a fair bit already. What would I be able to tell you? What? Well, I don't do much of that. It's too much of a headache. I'm in the business of harvesting animals. Some of the more exotic...
Oh, tech lens.
...that can be removed
Oh, neat.
for some surprising applications. Talk to me about work, and maybe I'll tell you more. If you made it this... It ain't easy. We've set up a perimeter of sonic emitters to keep the bigger preds away. It's worked so far. As long as the emitters are operational, we're pretty much safe. It makes harvesting a lot easier. If... Besides you? Besides any number of predators that can kill in seconds? I suppose there's old Bindo. He's got a camp here somewhere. I'd leave him alone, though. Anyone who'd lived down here is just plain crazy. There's not much in it. We've got a repulsor field to the east, so not much passes through here now.
Doesn't look very violence-less, right?
Tough as metal and grow back fast. Instead, head office installed repulsor fields to keep the big predators out. Permanent placements too. We'll be fine for years. Hurry up. I could use an extra hand. A couple men have gone missing. If I lose many more, I'll have to close up shop. We are hunting the little simians. The tank. They have a gland that acts as a stimulant when powdered. I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You want in before I make them extinct? I really can't quote a price. Depends on the market. I give fair value for each one, rest assured. That promise will have to do. All right, then, I'll set you up. First, you need to be able to draw them out. It's easy. I'll spray you with this scent. It drives them crazy. They can't help but attack you, even if it's a helpless fight. Then you just carve them up. There's a big fleshy bulb in their brains that you want to scoop out. You can't miss it. I'd feel guilty if the money weren't so good. Come back here when you've got the glands, and I'll pay you. Hurry. If good.
So, what actually is that interesting thing you were talking about? Yeah, he won't be pleased. That's what I thought. Wait, what was that? Or bribe the guards to shut down the protective emitters.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harbor. Why am I here? I'm here.
Ooh, can I convince all these guys to shut down these emitters?
All there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home? I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this. No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders. I really need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Just convincing them all to leave. Oh, it's dark side points.
I'll make an example of you.
What? Why? We're being so nice to him.
Who are you?
I mean, I thought it would just run away really quickly.
Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing his dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining through you is nothing.
You want anything, you'll have to... Why am I here? I'm here. I'm just a guard for this. Good.
Can I disable this?
You want anything? Why am I here? I'm just a guard. I'm not here because I know stuff. They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp will be overrun. What up? I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything.
Oh god, that incessant whining is over. I do need a gland, though. Am I going to be able to get a gland when I disable all of these? I probably can.
You want anything, you'll have to talk. Why am I here? I'm just a... I'm not here because I... What do you want to know about that? It's just one of 5...
You'll find one. Okay, so that should be fine.
I don't like being enough.
Do we have to fight that thing now? Well, apparently we don't, so hey, we did it. It just gets run out.
No problem. Got it. No problem.
They're not dead yet.
Didn't work.
There we go, Tech Lance. Ah, damn it, I did click too quick. Of course it's light side. You know, I know it's difficult to avoid these huge mines, but could you try, damn it? I'd probably go back first.
I'm here.
Are they? We'll get him on the... I wanted to say we'll get him on the way back, but apparently it doesn't matter. He sure got him. That's true. You gotta go through. No, what am I gonna do without you? Damn it. Have a good day, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting. Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter. Yes, of course. Let's get moving. I noticed the old path some time ago. You probably wouldn't have found them on your own. There's also a Circa repulsor field blocking the way, past the poacher camp in the east. I saw it when it was installed, so I know how to pass it. And on the other side, ancient...
What? Why would you need to go, Strudel? You can just stay and watch me all day. I'm sure whatever responsibilities you have, job interview. Oh, are you gonna go away from the milk factory? Get away from Milkland. What are you interviewing for?
Yes.
Science writer? Wait, science? You mean for a magazine or something? Then will you find... Work from home. I can get paid and watch Nitro. God, that truly sounds amazing. But what are you going to be writing for a magazine, or not? It's just. But who will yell "Strudel break" to you now? How are you going to survive this madness? Not even that many I can take. You're disgusting neutral, but there's not even many I could choose for you now. Can I just leave it for now? No, you have to. Yeah, just take... Fine. Can take more later anyway. Why not upgrading what you have? Well... Not many there. Alright, let's give you the Lightsaber Feats. What do you actually have? Night Sense and improved force focus. I was about to say forward focus. Master dueling. This didn't apply to lightsabers though, did it? Did it? Oh, you already have. What am I doing? Dueling plus all one-handed weapons. I distinctly recall someone telling me something else, but I might be misremembering. Oh, weapons focus melee. Okay, I see. I think I already maxed out dueling myself, didn't I? Jolie is neutral, by the way. Yeah, I got that. Master Forward Focus and the Master Sense. Yeah, really, I never would have guessed that. It actually tells you how much XP you need to level up. Not that much. Well, we have to go that way anyway, so. Oh, no, you're right about that. I didn't. I would. Yeah, you're right. Oh well, for next time. Good night, Max. See you later. Not even allowed to interact. I think because I have no points in demolition.
See? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerga equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though. But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it
I don't know. Half an hour, maybe?
Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it. You aren't going to ask about it? Or... Well, I think it was an attempt to block the more dangerous carnivores from wandering freely. But it's not very effective. It limits us non-climbers. But the creatures of Kashyyyk are very adaptable. You'll see why when we reach your goal. Yes, but I don't make a habit of it. The other side is genuinely dangerous. But there are others. It would... You aren't going to act... Well, it look... I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerga engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
A wager, you say? Is that a Pazak wager you would gander? No? What a shame. Is that Mandos? Huh. Oh, is that the crazed Wookiee? Or the grieving Wookiee, I guess.
I'm here. So be it.
Yes?
Yes, we can. You mean the Mandos? They're dead, I think. Yeah, Mandos. Only attack if you are not armed. So I should unequip and then re-equip my weapon, I guess? Ah, nice, another armor upgrade kits. So let's see how this works.
What can I do?
Yes?
There we go. I would not know, since I haven't played either of those games. I think I'll be playing Jedi Knight Academy fairly well. I wouldn't say soon, but at some time. Holy crap, you're both almost dead. Get a hit in, you... there we go. Oh, nice, you healed the dead one. Did we just get stunned? Debilitated? What? And it happened again. Don't I have a crit immunity helmet on? Immunity, critical hits. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying I'm confused.
Yes?
I think I'm also not in full health with everyone.
toxins.
Should actually do a heal here as well. Maybe another one as well. Gee, you're already disabled? Good grief, old man. There we go. It's fine.
What can I do?
See, yeah, we're already done here. Because I'm just that good. Is stump disabled to stabilize on my swoop? I request parts for the other fail. If my generator goes, my blending feed will stop working. I'll be visible to our prey. How will attacking unarmed creatures train us to use these Jedi toys? Huh. And because, of course, we can't return to the Ebon Hawk, we have to basically wait here and heal, which is a bit frustrating.
What can I do?
Okay, that's done. Save and actually carry on. How many hunting parties were there again? 2 or 3? I'm not exactly sure. Poison, that's annoying.
Yes?
Sure.
Viper Kinrath body. An entire one? Oh, I thought it was far deeper. No, it's very short. There's nothing in here, though. I'm guessing you could actually... How much money can you actually make here by killing those tech? I have a feeling, seeing the amount walking around here, you could make a pretty decent penny by just murdering them all. Oh, it says father, I see.
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We're friends. Don't you remember me? Well, this...
No, don't, damn it, I don't want to kill him. Is there a way to save him? There's a quest to lock yourself out of completing if you finish everything down here before going back to the spaceports. Oh, no, you're beaten. Okay, good. What do you mean with finish everything? Fine, Starmap. Okay, yeah, okay, then that's fine.
saw him, I helped his pursuers lose it for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freya?
Hmm. Yeah, we need to get the backcast swords. Oh, is that the creature we just saw run past us? Ah, the Viper came with Turkey. Nothing back here but invisible walls. Well, that sounds a bit the same like the Great Dragon. It should be fine to handle, though. Although I don't know how difficult it'll be. We'll still need to find one of the dead Wookiee parties, though. There are they. No, that's a ritual marker. Oh, I don't have enough health for that, that's for sure. One more should do it, yeah. Feed the beast and heed your call. Take vipers from their lair and... We have a viper body, though. Oh, do I need to... Yeah. Well, this can only go horribly wrong. Yeah, exactly. It's that beast. Yeah, don't worry. Just take a leisurely pace getting over here. There we go. That was... a lot easier than I expected it to be. What is that? Gunhan's journal. Sheila given into their passion are doomed to fall. to the dark side. I tried to ward them against their love, but they accused me of being arrogant. Love the fools on Korriban. Huh. Well, that probably went very wrong. Circle of... Wow. Really? Is that a... +5 whiz? Wow. So... That sounds pretty good. Well, we're gonna have to go up fairly soon anyway. I think I'll go up immediately to tell Freyr. Well, take Freyr up and deal with that. We're still not done here anyway. Yeah, there's like all this area left to explore. Oh, crap. Did not think it would skip the dialogue. Well, let's go do that now. Surely it won't. How could you imply that would be the case? We're gonna make sure they stay happy little slaves. Right? Right? Now just giving Jedi a bad name. I think they did that themselves. Maybe don't walk into the mine directly. Just an idea. So did we actually get lucky by getting that body? Or was there a chance we needed to have grinded for that, which would have been fairly annoying? We should also... It's a bit annoying I can't really go back to the Ebon Hawk here. Otherwise I might go back to Tatooine and do the tech gland stuff with Mission's brother. It was up here.
What can I do?
Alright, there we go. We're back at the bridge. Will we actually have to fight the guy? That's kind of sad. I'm not sure I would say there is a lot of intelligence in fighting 3 Jedi. Oh. There's a lot of them, sire. Should I have talked to these people beforehand? We'll be fine. Okay, just stop healing yourself, damn it.
How can I help? Can I...
No remains. Bit of a shame though. I have a feeling a lot of them might be hostile. I wonder why. There's nothing we possibly could have done to ever make them doubt us. And, you know, a little bit of a civil war couldn't be that bad. Are we gonna have to kill every single goddamn Wookiee on the way here? Good idea. Forced cutscene, basically. Could we do this talking it through? That's the true light side option. The thing is, Chundar is a giant piece of crap. Well, I have a feeling he doesn't really care about it. But we tried the non-violent way. I could do this fight a lot more easily, but we're almost done anyway. Just gonna wait this out. Zalbar, shut up, I want some credits. Oh god, these are really quite stupid. He does seem, well, I guess he's a little bit grey. We don't need you, we want Jolie. Speed, journal entry, nice. Chundar's bowcaster, oh. 1 to 10. Attack +1 and Chundar. It's 3 to 12, damage +4. Yeah, that's just better. Yeah, I'm not sure why I never gave you one of these. Tributes. And we can level up you again. Still. None of these really matter anymore. Feats. Improved force jump and night sense. Nice. Took up more defense. That's great. No, I think I'm going to go for improved power tech. We use it so often. Here. I'd like this one as well, but I think I'll go first just to grab this one. Well, of course, we'd actually grab you and give you your Baccha's blade. See how good that is actually is. 4 to 14 plus 4 energy. Attack plus 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see what I can actually do with this one.
Sure.
Can I return to... Yes, I can return to the Ebon Hawk. That's great. Because it means I can actually take a look at some... What did we lose by going here? Because if I just go to you... Now it's 6 to 16. That's pretty good. Let's see. Attack bonus 1, attack plus 1, damage 1. Special upgradable item. Damage was attack bonus 3. So that's 5 to 19. No. Now it's 6 to 20. Yeah. Keen. What is keen, actually? Oh, I forgot to click apply. What's this bowcaster, right? So, cell bars. Oh, but the other one isn't upgradable. Okay. And armor, there wasn't anything special. Calo Nord's battle armor. Which one upgraded would get... Oh, immunity mind. I see. Yeah, that's really good. Ah, so they're not the same. That is why. I thought this would always be that, but no. Oh, I see why. Yeah, so Calo Nord's one is really, really good then. Yeah, a bit of a shame of the strength one that goes down. We already have strength plus 2 here. And once I start getting these, I could also grab strength here. Okay, great. I think I'm actually going to call it here. It's a bit midnight. Gonna see if there's anything to talk to Bastilla, and then I'll probably save.
You've been patient with me, haven't you?
God, more awkward flirting. Cannot wait.
I understand how difficult this is for me to say. With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this. I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you. The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more...
So do you always have to do all the super corny answers to get to the romance?
If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Just give in to your feelings. Oh no, someone mentioned being taken into the private room.
And there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive. I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty.
Private room. There's beds here. Oh no.
And overcoming my feelings for you. I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
You're rationalizing, just scared to face the truth.
Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you? You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
No, give in to these horrible... Give in just this once.
But I can't. Malak will...
You're basically like manipulating this girl. It's... It's pretty awful.
We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi...
Of course, can't show a kiss on live TV.
It was a moment of weakness.
Gotta make sure to have a fade to black there.
We shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No. I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
Poor girl. Let's see. Well, we should do more horrible flirting. That's a great idea. Is it done now? No. No, it's not here. Weird, I thought it would still be there. Oh no, Bastila. For now, however, the mission is more important. God, we're gonna come back to this, aren't we? But wait, does that mean that all the awkward flirting options are gone? No, that's a shame. Those were wonderful. They were absolutely atrocious. I can't believe they're gone. Where's Mr. Neutral? Well, I don't know. Maybe he's in here. Nope. Alright, that's gonna be it then. We have plenty of stuff to do. I probably should go to Tatooine and actually finish the quest here now that we're here. But that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, everyone. That was pretty good. We made a decent amount of progress, I would say. I'll be back tomorrow with Hex Cells. Probably gonna finish that. Should be good. I need to actually talk to Fusion about that, because I'm gonna do it in the afternoon and not in the evening like normal. So yeah, see you guys then. Have a good evening, and see you later.